friends, and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 2. I have lost my little tripod that goes to my camera. I've had it since 2019, so I've had it for 5 years. And I have no idea where I put it. So I've literally got you sitting on a loaf of homemade bread that is put into a little plastic bag. I don't know what I did with it. I've kept up with it for 5 years. How did I lose it? I'm going to check my purse. I'm going to check my drawers because I don't know about y'all, but around here stuff gets stuck in drawers sometimes. So yeah, I'm going to try to find it. And I'm going on 2 weeks now of still using half and half in my coffee instead of sweet creamer. And let me tell you, it has made all the difference in the world with how I feel with cutting out so much sugar. For example, Josh's birthday was last week. I didn't have any of his cake. We went out for milkshakes to look at Christmas lights. Was it Friday night? I did not get a milkshake. What else have we had? Thanksgiving. There was so many desserts. I did take 3 bites of a carrot cake. I cannot resist a carrot cake. There are some things out there, y'all, we just can't resist. And I think it's better just to have a few bites of something than completely deny yourself, because once you finally do get that little bit of sugar, I think you'll indulge. So I did have 3 bites of my carrot cake. But other than that, the only sugar that I'm really getting is, let me show you. They're kind of broke apart. But Allie has been making these granola bars. They're homemade granola bars, and they have so much goodness in them. I'll have to ask her for the recipe so that I can link them below. They do harden, and you can cut them into bars. You can see that one, but some of them have already fallen apart. The kids just stick their hands in here and pick on them all through the day. They're very good for you. It has cranberries. It has maple syrup. I think a little bit of honey. Of course, the oats. And she put in the flax seeds and some other seed. I can't remember. It's just got a bunch of goodness in it. And they are absolutely delicious. I say cranberries, they have cranberries in them too. So I'll ask her for that recipe for y'all, and I'll link it down below so that you can try them. They're amazing. It's hard for me to just take a couple of bites and be done because they're that good. But anyway, back to the coffee. And let me update y'all real quick on my sourdough. So I separated my sourdough into 2 different jars. I've got some in this little jar here, which is doing very nicely. And then I have some in a bigger jar right here. It did sink overnight, which is fine. I'll just feed it here in a minute and it'll be lively again here in a few hours. It's doing so good. That's how I make it on my sourdough bread here. I've actually got 2 loaves in the stove right now. It's just traditional sourdough loaves. It's not like it's got honey and everything in it. And it does take a long time. So I did make a mistake. You're supposed to make this bread that I'm doing now at night and let it sit on your counter all night long. Well, I made the bread at like 3 yesterday. So it sat on my counter for 12 to 14 hours, I think it was. And it's only supposed to sit there 8 to 10 hours, so it's overproofed. But I wasn't just going to toss it out. I went ahead and baked it. And you can, let me show you. This is overproofed bread right here, y'all. Overproofed. Had I have looked at the instructions a little better, I had already started the process with the sourdough and the flour. It was too late to go back and put things back in their containers, so I just went with it, and it stayed on my counter for hours and hours. So it's overproofed for sure. But we're still going to eat it. We're still going to give it a try and see how it tastes. It's just not pretty, obviously, because it's overproofed and it won't taste like it should. So anyway, I'll do better next time with that. So I just got finished filming a homeschool box swap that I participate in every year. I just got finished with that. It's a funny one. Y'all don't want to miss that. It'll be out on Thursday, December the 4th. It'll actually be out in the morning instead of the evening since it's a collab. But yeah, that was funny. Y'all will have to watch that one. But anyway, I still cannot find my tripod, y'all. I have looked everywhere and I cannot find it. But I wanted to show y'all real quick that I got my Christmas cards in the mail. I made several prints like to hang on our walls and stuff of our family pictures. They have not come in yet, but the Christmas cards did. And I just love them. It's simple. It just says Merry Christmas with our family picture on there. I ordered these from mpix.com. There you go. You can see it on the back. From mpix. That's where I ordered them a couple years ago. I didn't do Christmas cards last year with our family picture. It was the year before. Actually, it was 2021. Millie was just a little baby last time I made Christmas cards like this, and that's where I ordered it from, was MPix. So I got some Christmas cards made. I'm so excited, and I'm excited to get our pictures in the mail whenever they finally come. Hopefully it won't be too much longer, because let me show you real quick. So over here on my wall is like our family collage. I also got these from MPix. But I love the collage, and it comes like this little template where you can just kind of stick them on the wall. I went with a different design this year, like a different template. It includes like all of the kids' pictures individually along with family picture. So we're going to take these down, hang our new ones, and then I think our these, we want to keep those on the wall. So I think we're going to hang them up there, which I'm about to take y'all up there and show y'all. If you remember, if you've been following me for a long time, upstairs right there, that was all open. There was no wall there. Because it used to be our schoolroom a few years ago, but we got a wall built and then we got it painted because we needed another bedroom, you know, growing family. We needed to add another room, and thankfully we had that space to do so. I'll take you up there just a minute, unless you look inside of that. But anyway, back to the pictures. We're going to put those there. And then over here on this wall, which is when you walk in my front door, we've had that one hanging. See, I told y'all last time I made pictures was when well, I've had them made, but the last time I actually printed them, put them on the wall, was when Millie was just a little baby. Look how little she was. And now we've added Jackson, and Kylie doesn't even have braces anymore, and Allie has braces. So like, there's so much that's changed. So I got a new frame, a new family picture that will go there. I will show y'all that once it comes in, but I'm gonna take y'all upstairs real quick and show you what I'm talking about. Most of y'all remember this up here just being a big open area where the kids could just come and play. And then we also had our desk up here one time. We tried it as a homeschool room, but now the only thing that's open is right here. There, isn't that so pretty? I just love that. Just so festive. But anyway, these cubbies here we've had for absolutely forever. So we decided to keep them and put them out here in the hallway in front of their room because for Christmas, we've been talking about doing like some board games and Legos. So once the kids get those, that's where we're going to store them, is in those empty cubbies. And this picture, not sure if I'm going to hang it somewhere. I just don't know where. I've got two. I need to figure out where they're going. But anyway, this is now Amy and Bethany's room. In here. See, doesn't it look so much different? Like, I can't believe how good it turned out. But we got their bunk beds up here. And then they've got that little closet over there. But I need to come here and clean that closet out because this used to be homeschool storage with a bunch of cubbies and different things. So I've got lots of homeschooling things over here now. I need to come and clean out. It is just, it's a wreck. We've got a baby gate that we'll need for Jackson soon. We used to use that for Millie, so we'll have to hang that or get that back at the stairs. Luggage, just, oh my word. I'm not looking forward to coming in there and dealing with that, but I need to. But it turned out so pretty. We've got their dresser up here. They got a few little Christmas decorations. We do need to get some stuff hung on their wall eventually. They don't have any pictures or anything like that hung up. And then their Barbie dream house up there. And I think their favorite part though is this window, this big window that you can see out. And they said at night when it's dark in here, there's some houses back there that are decorated for Christmas, so they can see their Christmas lights, and they really enjoy that. So anyway, I wanted to show y'all kind of our new addition room up here. So we've got Amy and Bethany up here now. And then now that Everly and Millie went in the bigger room on the main level. And then Jackson went in the smaller room. So just want to show y'all that. All right, y'all. So it's a little after 7 p.m. now. I'm going to go ahead and feed my sourdough tonight. That way I can make pancakes in the morning. I think I'm going to do that. So to do that, I'm going to add in 100 grams of water and 100 grams of flour, because the recipe I use calls for 2 cups of sourdough. So I'm going in with my other little jar that I showed y'all. I stuck that in the fridge just so I have a backup. So I'm gonna go in with 100 grams of water first. Oh, well, I went in with 105 grams, so I'm gonna go with 105 grams of flour. Y'all, look at my bread flour jar. This thing is a 2.5 gallon. It is absolutely humongous. So I meant for this to be one of my small anchor jars that I keep my chocolate chips and my sugar in. But Walmart substituted, obviously, or I put in the wrong thing. Not sure which one. So they gave me this huge jar. I was like, what in the world am I going to do with this? So I decided to just put my bread flour in it and use it. So Got this big old jar over here. This out and go with 100 grams of flour. The kids are playing horses in the living room. All right, got 105 grams in there. All right, so that's what it should look like in there. I'm gonna go ahead and cover this and let it set overnight. All right, next thing I'm gonna do real quick is get the coffee pot set and ready to go off in the morning. Go ahead and get it programmed for when Josh leaves for work.
Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling down. We stay up waiting for...
All right, so it's the next morning and I'm gonna go ahead and make those sourdough pancakes I was telling y'all about. And if you can see, my sourdough did amazing overnight. And let me tell you, my kitchen was probably only like 65, 66 degrees. It was kind of chilly in there. But it did fantastic. So anyway, the recipe calls for 2 cups of active sourdough. And then you want to go in with 2 eggs. And then it is 1/4 cup of either olive oil or coconut oil. You can choose which one. The recipe actually says coconut oil. I have that, but I just use, not vegetable, I'm sorry, I used olive oil. But either of those would be just fine. And then you want to go in with 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and then 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And that's it. You just mix all of that together until you get that nice consistency of like pancake batter. It took me just a couple of minutes to get that going. And then while you're doing that, you want to make sure your cast iron skillet is nice and hot. Heat a tablespoon of either coconut oil or olive oil in that. And then just add, you're supposed to add 1/2 cup of batter to it, but I actually did 1 cup to that first pancake, but the rest were smaller than this one, but it was huge. So you just wait until it's all bubbling up like you would with any pancake, about 2 to 3 minutes. And then you flip it, and then the other side, I would say about a minute, and they come out so fluffy, so perfect, just delicious pancakes. So after breakfast, we got started on our school lessons because we just had a busy day that day, which y'all will see in the next Vlogmas. So anyway, I thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button before you leave today. Give this video a thumbs up. I'll talk to you in the comments. Bye, friends.